Hi, this is Mark with Tucsonbizinfo, and we're here in Tucson, Arizona, 2014 at the High Chaparral Reunion at the Casino del Sol Resort, just south of Tucson. And we're here with Penny, Mr. Don Collier, and Rudy, some of the cast members from the High Chaparral. So Penny, tell us a little bit about the reunion project you're putting together for the High Chaparral and how people can get a hold of you for next year's reunion.
Well, we just concluded our most successful High Chaparral reunion here in Tucson. The fans of the show absolutely love coming home to Tucson. So for our next reunion, they can check the highchaparralreunion.com and also look us up on Facebook.
Great, great. And so tell us about some of the upcoming projects with Mr. Collier and Rudy's Geronimo. So Mr. Don Collier has some projects coming up. So
yeah, well, we're very pleased that Rudy Ramos, who's a very well-known actor who has performed in stage and in movies and TV, and who also played Wind on the High Chaparral, premiered at the reunion this weekend his new one-man play, Geronimo, Life on the Reservation, and that's part of my production company promoting Geronimo for him, and he's scheduled to appear in Tombstone upcoming and is looking to promote and premiere throughout the Southwest. So, Rudy, would you like to speak just a little bit about how this project's so dear to your heart?
Yeah. Well, I'm giving Geronimo a voice that he's never had. And it's just designed to tell the other side of the story, if you will. I know that there was a book written by S.M. Barrett, and it was published in 1906 with the approval of the president and the military.
Okay.
And that was the last voice he ever had. It was his own story as interpreted through Asa Gugmoki, who was also a prisoner of war, but was the son of a dear friend of Geronimo's, and they were all prisoners of war at Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
So it's sort of Geronimo's viewpoint of how he saw everything, and that's kind of what the show's about?
Yes.
Okay.
And I just want to give him a voice. He's never had his story told. To my knowledge, no one's ever played Geronimo at this age. His final surrender till his days at Fort Sill, Oklahoma as a prisoner of war. He never was a free man again. He never got to go back home. I do want to present this and just have people think about it. I'm not trying to change any minds. I just want to present an opposite point of view. You can make up your own mind.
Right. Now, is this an hour-long show, hour and a half?
I think it runs about 75 minutes. And we just, last night was the first performance. That was my first audience. I think that, and it went well.
That was absolutely brilliant.
Now, will this come out on Netflix or DVD? Or?
No, this is not a film. This is a stage play. And I'm going to tour all through the Southwest in the beginning stages here. My next shows are April 11, 12, and 13 in Tombstone, Arizona. Then 2 weeks later, I go to Winsboro, Texas for 3 shows. Then in July, I think I'm going to be in Lawton, Oklahoma, where this takes place, which also happens to be, where I was born and raised. And I think I'm going to play in June at the Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame Museum.
And in order to people, for them to see the Geronimo, or if they're more interested in learning more about it, how do they get a hold of you? Do you have a Facebook, a website?
We have a website that's set up, GeronimoLifeOnTheReservation.com.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
GeronimoLifeOnTheReservation.com.
And things. I really appreciate you
I
coming
have
here.
to say this real quick. Wherever Don Collier is playing with his show that he premiered here tonight, people should see it. He had people almost wetting their pants, laughing so hard. He's got wonderful stories. He's a wonderful storyteller. And now it's put into a form where it's a show. And it was a very big hit tonight.
And Mr. Collier, tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, Rudy just about said it all. It's fun doing it.
Yeah.
Penny McQueen helps me. She's on the stage with me, and it's about an hour and 15 or 20 minutes. Wonderful show. It relates a lot of the stuff we did on High Chaparral. It's fun to do. We'll do it in Tombstone, Memorial Day weekend, and
Tombstone Eldorado Days. And for the schedule and upcoming appearances of all kinds for Don, people can check doncollier.com.
yeah,
And now, so, and you said Memorial Day coming up?
Memorial Day.
Okay, and that's,
That weekend.
That
Friday,
weekend-
Saturday, and Sunday
you'll be putting on some stage things there in Tombstone?
in Tombstone.
Okay. That sounds really great. Penny, can you elaborate more on that, on people can find the website? How is it spelled out?
doncollier.com, doncollier.com.
And then, are you planning on making any more movies in the future? Is there any projects with
We've
movies or
got some
anything?
projects in mind that'd be a little premature to talk about them right now, but we've got some we're working on, and we hope to take them to TV.
We'd love to be able to shoot some productions, hopefully, here in the state of Arizona. Don's very passionate about the fact that there's a great history here in the state for film, for TV, and it's something that that we have a heart for, all three of us. So, you have a heart for it. You keep the contacts open, and you see what happens. So nothing hard to talk about, but we'll see.
And I have a film that it's in pre-production right now, and I think they've been green-lit to do it. I keep getting emails from the director, so it looks like it might go this summer, June or July, in Texas. I think is where it's going to be shot. But that's not final yet. But I do think it's going to be a go.
So you had a great time working with Penny this weekend and doing all the High Chaparral. Did you have a?
You know, the High Chaparral Reunion is just a real joy to do because the fans are so passionate about the show. There's such a reverence for this show from the fans. They're probably the best fans of any TV Western ever. And I mean, Bonanza, Gunsmoke. I don't know that they have reunions like this, and fans come from all over the world, 10 different countries at one point.
Represented here, yeah.
Yeah. So, and they're very passionate about the show. They're knowledgeable about the show. They know the storylines. There's a High Chaparral site, which I didn't even know about till a few years ago. But it's fun. It's fun. And now the Pennies have been in charge the last 4 or 5 years. It's gotten even more fun.
And so, did the other actors that were at? Did they enjoy themselves as well? But sounds like I was here earlier, and everybody seemed to really have a good time.
Oh yeah.
Great time.
Well, that was because of him. He was making us laugh.
We're going to have it again next year, Penny says.
And how do fans of the Chaparral? What is that site again, Penny?
It's thehighchaparralreunion.com.
And Mr. Collier, as far as your projects coming up, so you have the theater, and do you have any movie or film things that you want to?
Not that I want to talk about just yet. It's a little premature, like I said, but as soon as we know anything definite, we'll get a hold of you.
And as far as like bringing films to Arizona, I mean, we should all vote for bringing films or tax incentives for Tucson.
We've got to give the same kind of a deal to the film companies that other states do. And we're working on that to get that to happen.
Well, let me get behind you guys, and we'll sign off. I really appreciate meeting with all of you. And this is Mark from Tucsonbizinfo with the High Chaparral here at the Casino del Sol. And appreciate everybody watching. And if you want to find any more information about High Chaparral or any of the events coming up, go to Penny's High Chaparral Reunion website. And I'll be posting that at the end of this video on YouTube. And we'll also be singing Access Tucson. And so thank you very much, everybody.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Adios.
All right, we're going to the bar.
Okay.
Again?
Thanks.
You're welcome. That was fun.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Mark with Tucsonbizinfo. We're here in Tucson, Arizona, and we're inviting everybody to check out TucsonBizInfo.com, TucsonBizInfo.